So I should have waited really until after my Just Resorts challenge to do this, but I'm getting twitchy now. The hour is near. Most of what I need to do is done. So I need something to do. This is my forepeak. I detest it. I always have. It's because somebody's put carpet up here. Now there are different opinions on that. My personal opinion is there's no place for carpet on a classic boat. Or any boat for that matter, save it for your stately home with your country mansion. These bulkheads, they all had carpet on, and actually when I pulled that carpet off, you could feel behind it a pocket of water. Very, very bad. And of course these bits of carpet, any mould that might grow up here, you can bet it's in there. I can't stand it anymore. The interesting thing is that behind them, that's wood. And there's a little ledge, so I think the original wooden panelling is in there. It's probably knackered, which is why it was covered over, so I'll have to replace that, but, you know, that's where I'm going with it. Gonna get the mask on now, and have a go.
Left it backing behind, so that's going to be a lot of work to get that off of there. A lot of work. Oh god, it's horrible. You can actually see where the mould has penetrated even the backing now. It's just nasty as it is. Very nasty. Yeah, see, that's bollocks, that is. That's bollocks. You know? I mean, it's a very little curve on the hull anyway. Fucking hell, man. Yeah. Right. Let's get them out, come on. Okay, that's a start. I will now begin the process of demoulding.
So I did this on a whim, really, because I'm itching now, my feet are itching, I want to go, I want to sail to the Azores, but it isn't time yet. This has been on the list for me to do for a long, long time. I've used an oscillating tool to scrape off all the carpet backing that is stuck, like, you know, to the hull. Faired it a little bit, got an angle grinder, all the hard bits I couldn't get to. Masking taped where I'm going to put the new supports for the battens. They're going to go along this way. More on that later. Now it's time for the middle coat of white paint. And I'm just using an exterior matte white paint for this. It's water based, so there's no odour, it dries quickly. If I have to repaint it, who cares, you know, it's going to be a small section because the battens will come to about there actually. The battens will be parallel with the level of the bunk, because that's the way to do it, it'll look odd otherwise. The very definition of a one-legged man in an arse-kicking contest. It's trying to get this lot glued in with little bits of spacers and braces and the extendable boat hook there and a broom handle. Trying to get those bits of wood pressed against the hull so they can glue. Hopefully nothing bad will happen now and they will set, and that'll be it. I'm going for about 25 mil there.
Alright. Yes. Yes, like that.
Made of shitwood, and it's only 8 mil thick, which is perfect for what I wanted, but what that means is, of course, it has a tendency to cup. Now, cupping can be a good thing, but it can also be a bad thing. So all I'm doing really is picking the plank and making sure that I put the most cupped part towards the frame, so because they're curved anyway. So far so good, you know, it seems to be working. There's my pencil. I once nearly took the top off my finger doing this little plane. Might even do it with this plane, it was a while ago now though. So whenever I do this now, I hold the plane in the palm of my hand and use my thumb to keep the plane on top of where I'm planing, because if it slips off, what it does is takes the top. It was that finger I did actually. I literally planed the nail off. It was awful. Horrible, avoidable. So now I just hold the plane on there, and I'm quite deliberate while I do it. No rush. Really noticeable, a little bit maybe. But I did. This one is pretty much ready to nail in right there. That's perfect. So easily. I think that worked out quite well. I think I'm going to do some varnishing, but first I've also reupholstered things a little bit. So the way that I initially put this together, I had one cushion in the middle and 2 long cushions down the outside. The problem with that is if you want to get into these lockers at all, you have to rip the whole bed out. Well, you don't have to do that now. So last night I started the generator, got my Singer 201K out and made that cover and shortened the other 2. So now looks like that. It's better, I think. I like it. I like it. It only looks like it's kicking up here. It actually doesn't kick up. Right. Okay. Well, I think what I'm going to do is get some varnish up on here. I think. Get some varnish up there. Why not? It's alright anyway. So you can tie ropes around there if you want to. And this is just big enough to not be able to get your toes caught in it, but small enough so that things don't all poke through there and you can stave off the condensation, the endless condensation. So much better than that carpet. So much better. Ooh.